Welcome back to the Kingdom of Tonga. We're hanging out on the island of Feitoko with our friends Ben and Lisa.
Hello. Yeah?
They're a couple of crazy sailors who landed here 16 years ago and have slowly built a life on this tiny island. If you watched last week's story, then you already know about them and their self-built off-the-grid resort. And like so many around the world, their business has come to a halt since COVID. Borders are closed and they haven't had a guest in over a year. But Ben and Lisa are outside-the-box thinkers. So now they survive off a steady diet of coconut meat and have learned to harness rare earth elements to power their surfboards for transportation. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, they eat more than just coconuts. But the flying surfboard bit, that's totally legit.
So these are Lift foils. This is a 2.1 kilowatt lithium ion battery pack that goes in just under the deck. And we'll snap it in. Lock it into place. This here is a computer. So these hoses come up from the drive unit and run cooling water through them back out the bottom. It talks to the battery pack and to your Bluetooth controller. This is your communication cable between the battery and the unit. And then of course that was your main drive. It's a 3-phase DC motor. You just turn it on. So we'll initialize, make a little noise. Turn on the controller and then I bought the extra option to a folding prop. These are good if you're gonna catch up behind waves and then drop into them. It gives less resistance in the water. It allows you to surf. This was a 5-foot board and the other one is a 5'6". And you can see this is the standard prop with a prop guard and housing, and they don't fold. The size of the board doesn't matter as much as it does the wing under the water. So this is a smaller profile. This is a 170, this is a 200. Basically, we're talking about the size across. So this one's good for beginners, a larger board, larger wing, and allows a little more positive lift from the wing from underneath. This one's a little more squirrely, better for cutting up.
So now you no longer have to be born a superhero, you just buy your way into superhero powers.
Absolutely, yeah. Tony Stark kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're real easy to learn. That's what's amazing about these is how easy it is to teach people to do it. It's easier sometimes to teach this than it is wakeboarding or something like that where you have this positive pull. The hard bit of it is having your brain in two places. One is on your trigger, right? And the other one is trying to stand on the board, you know.
So just pat your head and rub your stomach.
Yeah, and
Okay.
jump on one leg.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
great.
same time.
Oh, okay.
You'll be great.
So I've ridden on this once, and it was just like kind of a short ride, just a little introductory thing. I was standing in a day, but don't take that as like I'm any sort of rock star, because that's not the case. It's just far more stable than I thought it was going to be. So we'll see if I am superhero worthy or not. I'm thinking probably no, but you never know. I might earn a cape by the end of the day.
You gonna try to do a dock launch?
I'll go for knees.
Good luck with that.
So it's a little scary, the whole trigger thing. I feel like you're gonna rock it off.
Maybe you gotta slide forward, right? Step forward. Oh, there she goes. She did it. Man, she stood right up. Look at her.
All right, before Nikki takes off, I want to talk about music because we spend so much time searching for the perfect song. And if I don't nail it, I can completely ruin the vibe of a video. So if you've ever wondered how we find music, or you're a fellow creator like us, then this one's for you. We've used a few different services, and I'm really digging this new one called Filter. It's easy to find tracks to fit a mood, genre, or theme. I get unlimited downloads and I can use the songs on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the socials, and there's no copyright claims or takedown requests. And most importantly, I'm supporting independent artists. They're getting paid and they keep the rights to their tracks. I really like that Filter has free or paid accounts. With the free account, you can still browse, download, and use songs in your YouTube videos, which is awesome for new creators. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check it out. And as for Nikki's first ride, I could have gone futuristic with the Space Jams playlist, or pulled a heart-pumping beat from the Action Sports playlist, but I'm kind of digging the vibe of this song.
Speed's your friend, right? Good feet stance. Nice. Touch and goes.
the sweetness. You can leave your hat on, turn it right on. You can leave your hat on.
Yeah, keep rocking. Great.
Did you see my almost jump?
Yeah, almost wrong
Yeah.
way jump.
Yeah, I was just trying to catch some air.
Looking good.
Feeling a little better. You need the speed, but I'm afraid of the speed.
Don't aim towards me. Nice shot. Yeah. Nice. You don't have to show off for the camera. I was using the Big Daddy lens earlier, the 70 to 200, and although I could get in nice and tight, I have a feeling while I'm sitting in this dinghy bobbing, it's probably not the best shot. So it's gonna go away. Wah wah. Wide lens. 16 to 35 is what I'm shooting right now, so it's super wide. She has to get super close, which, you know, it's a little scary. Here she comes. I got the wide lens, you gotta come closer.
Okay. I'll circle around and come back.
Okay. You can come even closer. Okay, that was a little too close. Yeah, that's great.
Put us in your warm bed. Bloodshot smile trying to tell us we're safe.
Trying to do a circle around you. I'm not that good.
Nice.
Little faster, okay? There you go. Nice.
I honestly didn't think it was going to go this well. But it's such a buttery smooth ride and a lot easier and a lot less painful than learning to wakeboard.
Look, Mom, flying! Okay, not anymore. I just want to point out that what you saw was what a real newbie should do, not what Jason's about to do, because he has some sort of like genetic advantage over the rest of us when it comes to anything on a board. I just wanted to make that disclaimer. It's not because I suck so bad, it's just that Jason's so much better.
That's not true.
It is, but I like that you're trying not to tell me that.
If I tried off the dock, I'd probably run right into that mooring ball.
You probably got it, man. Look, let me show you me do it. Okay. And I kind of hold it, going a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. And then I get to my hand to that front edge. Yeah. So then you kind of knee on this one. That was a lot easier to do too. And then you kind of drive it until you're solid, and then step it up.
And I feel like I'm gonna have to perform really well now that Nikki said that. Great. No pressure.
No pressure.
Here we go.
Goofy. Yeah. In all aspects.
Nailed it!
You did that just to make me feel better.
know, Nikki set this high bar, and with the right editing and music, I could make myself look pretty good. But here's some of the stuff I had to cut out.
Yeah, I can really see the blade under the water. It's cool. Yeah, I can really see the blade under the water. It's cool. People are gonna love your crash shots, you know what I mean?
Nice.
Well done.
All right, so getting you guys to ride together, the light's perfect.
Yeah. The light's perfect to ride together. The water is perfect. Woo!
Yeah, it's good. It's a good day.
Just need batteries.
Yeah.
I'll go get some batteries.
So, what do you think?
Love it. It's so much fun. It's like, the only tricky part is, I want to act like it's a snowboard. So when I heel toe, I really dig in, but the wing underneath, it feels different than snowboarding. It's like very similar, but totally different. So I don't know, I'm trying to practice carving, but I feel like I'm not really carving. I'm just kind of going like that, and then woo!
Yep.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's how you explain it.
Good job.
Oh.
Drink your beer.
Yeah. So now we're gonna try to ride together, attempt to ride together. Ben's gonna fly the drone for us. And this is like the Ferrari of the boards, and what I was on before was like the Volvo.
Yeah.
You know, the comfort ride, so. Oh, I'm kinda nervous now. I don't know why.
I'll try not to hit you. You try not to hit me.
Yeah, exactly. This is not gonna be beautiful footage of us like cruising into the sunset together by any means.
You never know.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Here we go.
It's insane how effortless it is to fly at 22 knots on a foil, regardless of whatever the weather is, which is what makes the e-foil so interesting. No need for a tow or wind or waves. It doesn't matter. You can go for a ride anytime you want.
Big camera is out of memory.
Yeah, I'm out of juice. Not on the board, just in my legs. But it is pretty awesome, you know, considering that I had like one 15-20 minute session and then today, and that's it. And I feel like I'm starting to get it. I can get up on the foil. It's a lot of fun. You know, now I'm starting to try to carve a little bit. You can, you know, in a day or two, you can really have some serious fun. So I totally see why they invested in these for the island and for guests and for themselves. But it would be quite the little adventure toy on a boat if you were keen to invest. So it's fun. I loved it. Like, what an experience. I think I would almost rather do this over surfing. I'm really sorry, Stoomley. I could get in the waves with it too, maybe one day. Probably not, but I'll try. I'll let you try.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna...
Just gonna lay for a while. So how heavy are those?
30 pounds.
30 pounds.
And the boards are 30 pounds.
So 60 pounds total, but you can disassemble the whole thing and...
Break it down a bit.
Yeah. I saw it on their website. First, we're gonna plug in this kilowatt meter that's gonna show us the wattage exactly.
Yep.
So this is the charger.
This is the charger here, yeah.
Whoa.
It converts AC to DC.
Okay.
Back to these lithium ions. We have our helper here.
Yeah.
The communication cable has to go in, the power cable goes in, and we just plug it in. It'll cycle for a second, and then you'll hear the battery click. All right,
Yep.
so now it's bulk charging.
At how many watts? 664 watts. Or 5.5 amps. Add 120. And it'll take how long to charge?
So every time you see us cleaning in a video, I get a bunch of comments saying, I think you're OCD. I'm actually not. But this has been the worst mold season, and Lisa just confirmed it for me, that it has been unrelenting. So I am not OCD. You just really have to clean that much because it is so musty and so moldy, and to stay on top of it feels impossible.
It's the worst season in 16 years that we've had. I've never had this much mold ever.
16. I needed for you to know that I am not crazy. It just requires that much cleaning. Thank you.
That's real rich champagne from French Polynesia.
Is it really cool?
I have one bottle.
Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Nothing like a nice boarding sesh followed by a little champagne. Now we're really high class. This is what happens when you're having too much fun. The day gets away from you.
Goodness, it's now sunset. We got a
Hurry up and get home.
5-mile ride back through Reef. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but it's not our first rodeo.
Oh, what a fun day though. And just, hanging out with friends and on a beautiful day, on a beautiful island and boarding. It's good stuff.
You're gonna need some light.
There's
There's some light.
Hey!
Hey, we made it safely.
Made it home! Just barely. It is dark outside, but it is beautiful. I would show it to you, except for...
We don't have cameras capable of that.
No. I'd have to go get like a time lapse, which would require me going back to the beach and setting up a camera for the next several hours, and that's just not going to happen right now. I love you, just not that much.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yes. Thank you, Ben and Lisa, for spending the day with us and letting us come over and invade your lives and put it on the internet. And thank you for letting us ride the boards, because electric foil boards, it's just awesome. Did I say that right? Foil
Endless
board?
wave,
The endless wave, yeah.
I can't tell which side to be on.
I know. Anyway, it's late. We're gonna go to bed. Thank you very much for joining us, and for tuning in every week. If you do, if you don't, hit the subscribe button and join us every Sunday. Because why wouldn't you? Anyway, lots of love. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Got that?
Got that.
Oh, I could also do it. What?
I got it.
Okay.
I got water if you need it.
No, I'm good. Here we go. Just kidding.
You're rocking it. You're natural. Stop riding. Go faster. There you go. Remember, you're flying that wing. Oops.
I'm flying off the board.
Sorry.
If I miss it, if I don't nail it,
If I don't nail
if I don't nail it,
Yeah.
then this one's for you. I accidentally did this one's for you.
Hey,
This bud's for you. Oh, so close.
And all of our cameras are dead, so we're using the phone. That's why it looks like this.
Your head was like half cut off.
Okay.
Anyway, going home.